So there's a HOA budget meeting on October 2nd or something like that. And I'm thinking of going down there and making a budget proposal. And it's going to be like, hey everyone, Anthony here. If the HOA's desire is to increase property values, which I believe it is due to the letter stating that I must mow my lawn every 7 days to increase property values, then I think it's in our best interest, or what I would like to propose is using some of the budget to attract celebrities here. I was thinking using some of the budget to foreclose on someone's house and attract a celebrity to move in and then charge for guided tours of this celebrity's house. If I can make a suggestion, I was thinking either Darth Vader or Elmo. Earlier this month, I ordered an emergency case of Chef Boyardee in case there's a hurricane, and yeah, I only have 2 left. And it's not like there's been a hurricane. There hasn't been a single hurricane. I went to Taco Bell, the drive-thru, sat there for 5 minutes, and I get up to the drive-thru speaker thing, and the lady's like, we're only accepting cash today. I'm like, oh, well, so no debit cards? She's like, no debit cards, only cash. I'm like, oh, okay. They can't just put a sign out like beforehand. I really have to sit in line to be told that they're not accepting debit cards. So anyway, now I'm a hungry boy and need to get my computer stuff done. But I have to eat, so I'm eating my emergency Chef Boyardee. So here's the progress I made so far. It's kind of crazy. I still have one more computer and some UPSs and some other stuff to bring down here. But well, let me make the lights lighter. Full light. So I got most of the cables set up already. I still have all these ones here are going to be for cameras, and then this green one is going to be, well, it's just plugged into my old router because I haven't got this one set up yet. Access point, I mean. It's acting as an access point now. So all the blue cables are going to be for what's in the rack. All the white ones go to devices that run inside the house. I'll have gray cables for cameras and outside runs. And then the black ones are for networking. So that goes to the switch and the console, and then that goes to the modem. Nothing worked. I prepared, I'm like, all right, I'll have everything laid out, all the wires laid out and everything. This way I can run upstairs, put my modem, plug my modem in, then run upstairs, grab my Ethereum validator and plug that right in, and I'll have like no downtime. Well, it ended up lasting, I don't know, half an hour or something. And I found out the issue was, I don't know if maybe I just didn't have the cable plugged in all the way, but the coax cable wasn't plugged in all the way. But yeah, I just have to bring my other computer down here, do some more wiring and clean up all the wires, and then set up everything on the console and all that stuff. These monitors aren't used right now. They'll be used in the future. And then I want to get a 4th one of these monitors, so I have all 4 monitors. I think this is kind of crazy to look at, and my laptop's not going to be right here, so it's not going to be like I'm surrounded with 5 screens. I think I'm going to turn one of the monitors here into portrait mode, and same thing here. When I get 2, turn one into portrait mode, just so I'm going to see how it looks. I don't know. Right now it's time for peanut butter and jelly. And if it's like extra loud right now, that's because, well, this one fan's not on, but this is on. That's usually not on. This one's always on. I have to see, maybe the switch is louder than it should be. There's a setting I can change in the fans on that. All right, it's early morning. Well, 10 o'clock in the morning. I didn't shower yet or do anything. I want to get this computer switched. There's no computers here. Hold on a second. All right, so I want to get all my stuff from this computer case put into that computer case. Reason being, so this is my first computer that I ever built. All the parts in it are upgraded since then, but this is my first computer case, and I painted it this color because I like the color and everything, but the back of it is also painted that color. And if I stick it in my desk there, it's just going to be this ugly brown thing. That's not the only reason I wanted this new case. So this case is the Fractal Design Define Mini C. And one of the main reasons that I wanted it is because I can put water cooling in it, put a radiator right there and up in the top. So it'll make the computer quieter. The fans won't be as loud. I don't know if that'll really make a difference in this room because I'll have fans in here that are loud, that computer over there. Yeah, this came out like 5 years ago. It has sound deadening in it right here and on the other side and stuff. I tried to make my own sound deadening on this computer by putting foam like all over it and whatever. And it's not even that loud of a computer. Yeah, so we're going to be switching to that. I think I'm going to get another one of these cases for my editing computer, which is right here, because this computer does fine, perfectly well. But the thing is that with a mini ITX, and the reason I bought this is because my old apartment, I didn't have as much space. So I needed one to fit under the desk where I had it. I needed a small case because I didn't have a lot of space and all that stuff. Well, now I can get another one of these CPU computer holders for under the desk over there and put a bigger case in there. And when I get a bigger motherboard, instead of the mini ITX one, I'll have more expansion slots for a capture card. So then I can put a capture card there and record my camera directly to my computer for live streaming and OBS and all that stuff. Eventually that case is going to get upgraded too. I do want to upgrade all the computer parts in there as well so that it's faster at editing 4K, rendering 4K video and all that stuff. But that's going to come at a later time, especially now because GPUs are still hard to come by. For now, we're just moving this into there. All upgrades are just coming here and there whenever I get time and money to do it, I guess. This case is so heavily modified too. I added an extra fan on the bottom to blow air at the GPU that was in there. I just took it out. And so I cut a hole in there and added a dust filter onto it. Can definitely say though that the dust filters have done a pretty good job because there's not a lot of dust in this computer, and this one's on 24/7. That was pretty simple. I'm always like, oh, I don't know where to start, and like, oh, I don't want to do this, and I just start pulling stuff out like one by one or whatever, and eventually everything comes out. I think I'm gonna put new thermal paste on this CPU because it's been like years since I've changed this. I have to find thermal paste, and hopefully year-old thermal paste doesn't go bad, and the stuff that I have is still good. I know where it is. It's in my box with all my network cables. All right, well, we're not getting this done today because I wanted to upgrade. I saw that this case can handle 140 millimeter fans instead of 120 millimeter. It can have two of them. So these should be more silent because they're bigger, so they can flow more air at a lower speed. At least that's what people say or whatever. So I'm going to order a second one of these, but I think I can just put that in later. I can continue doing stuff. And I'm sure I can turn on the computer and it won't overheat or anything with only having one fan blowing at the GPU instead of the CPU. It'll be fine. All right, computer's put together. I should open the case and show you guys, but all that's left to do, well, not all that's left to do, I have to clean up, but I can put that in here, and then that means I can run the Ethernet cable through here, over there, and then into the rack. And then the only other Ethernet cable I have to run is to the Ubiquity access point that goes there, and then it'll go up along this wall here, and probably right around there. I guess it would be nice to put it in the same spot opposite as that smoke detector. Sorry, my fingers, this camera lens, it doesn't let me point where I point. Yeah, I could put it the same spot opposite of the smoke detector would probably look the best. But yeah, here's what it looks like inside. I still have to zip tie this tighter wires. I mean, it really doesn't matter because I'm never going to look in the case and no one's going to look in this case, so whatever. And it's like this is a GTX 670, so it's like many years old. I think the CPU is a 4770K, so that's like many years old. 24 gigs of RAM, like it doesn't match. The motherboard doesn't match. This is blue, that's red. The fans are all brown. It's just like what happens when you upgrade parts. That's just the motherboard that I had or was able to get or something. And matching, like, you build a computer that matches initially, and then as you upgrade things over time, the parts don't really match, because say you need like a new motherboard to upgrade a GPU, but your graphics card is fine. Well, now you get a motherboard that doesn't match or whatever. Things just happen.